Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it back, looking for help. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions.
Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Not overly complicated. Not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball, and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
The Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of handoff. It's Duggan. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get blunted. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Tripped up for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
The Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Snagged out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Hits a seam wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gonna run it. It's Duggan. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. To the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, but now you got another chance, first and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Fresno State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. Turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Using his legs, it's Reeder. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. looking to fire. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over LSU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the races. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense offense is so good. And they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Gives it on the option. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He wants to change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Spillman. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield. It's Duggan. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. But don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker.
Timeout, Wyoming.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go close to the end zone and the ball's out? Touchdown, Fresno State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. They finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Kick is in the air. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Just steamrolling the defense. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 25 over LSU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Picked off. A turnover in their own end.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Duggan. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback running on the draw. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a grab on the shot. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, after having to punt on their last drive in the opponent's territory, it looked like things were finally going positively offensively this drive. And then it stalls out at the very end because they give up a sack. I think in critical down and distances, they just have got to be better with execution, making sure they have the right play call on and getting rid of the football on time. But back-to-back punts, no bueno for this offense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Purdue is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 32 over LSU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Unloads quickly.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Rides the back on the option to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going over the top. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go.
The give to the back. Fouls through the defense.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
On first down from the 13-yard line.
6, Spire.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
42, Spider.
Quick completion to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On the double.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. leaves it with the running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolute shame. Missed it. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Pulls and fires complete. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man quickly.
And he gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Good enough for a first down.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got the quick pass. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Trying play action. Throws for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fresno State hoping to convert on fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this two-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a one-possession game. He'll set up to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's down. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
To the air on second down. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fresno State. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And it's some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Bringing it back. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
Well, Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum.